Yay, hi, and welcome to Sci-Fi Fans. I'm your host, Wayne. First of all, I'd like to just apologise for the lack of content recently. This is due to a change of job and stuff. However, I have got a couple of videos recorded and they will be going out very soon. As I have said in some of the videos that I've been putting together recently, I will be making R2D2 from Star Wars, not from scratch. Love to think I'd love to be that clever, but I'm not. So I'm actually going to be building the Fanhome R2D2 unit, and this is kind of like the first episode. So from future, from now on, the episodes will be pre-recorded and going out on a regular basis. I'm hoping to do at least 2 episodes of the build a month. And if this live feed gets enough interest, then I might actually do some of the building live as well. So you can watch me build it, bring a few. I might be doing a little bit of cussing and swearing when things don't go right. So please do be mindful that the language might get a little bit strong at times. But anyway, enough of me. Let's get on with what I'm actually going to be building. And here it is, Fanhome R2D2 unit. And this is issue 1. In the first box, and I'll go through them as and when I get them, kind of, because I've got a few already. So I thought what would be great for the channel and hopefully be interesting for you is if I actually build the Fanhome R2 unit. I was also hoping to build a half-scale alien xenomorph at the same time, because my way of thinking was they would be complete round about the same time, and they're both half-scale, so you'd be able to see what R2D2 would look like up against a xenomorph. However, the company that were making the xenomorph told me that I wasn't lucky. Wasn't picked or chosen for their subscription, so I didn't get paid off. Didn't work somehow. But I thought I'd stick with R2 because let's face it, R2D2 is an iconic character of science fiction. There's nothing like him, and I don't think there'll ever be a character quite like R2D2. And that goes for a lot of the Star Wars characters as well. On with the build, and as I say, this is part 1. Part 2 I've already recorded, so I've just got to edit it down and then put it up for you guys to watch, and hopefully you'll find it interesting. So let's go through the first episode. So as I say, this is episode 1, and what you get with the magazine is a brief history. So this says case study of R2D2, and it just goes through some of the history and concept. Now, the R2 series Astromech Droid Part 1. So you'll get to find out a little bit more information about R2D2, his initial purpose and responsibilities at that time. Silent running. Now, there was a court case. I think it was Warner Brothers actually tried to sue 20th Century Fox because they considered R2D2 to be a rip-off of the droid from Silent Running. And there is a little picture there of that droid, and that goes into detail. So we've got an interview, a little bit of information there with George Lucas. So the first page then, as we open up issue 1, it concentrates on the design of R2D2, where they got their concepts from, and how the unit could have looked very differently when in Star Wars. And then obviously, as you go through the magazine, we get to the back page. And these are going to be the instructions, first lot of instructions, and the first build that we'll be going through. And then it just explains a little bit more. Assembling R2D2's processor state indicator. So this will be coming up in the first part of the build. And we've got a little testing unit here, which can test the parts. This poster as well that you get within the box, and Fanhome are still open to subscribers for this build. So if you want to get yourself a copy and build it with me, you can. And this is an actual full-size image of the R2 unit that we're going to be building. As you can see, it says half scale. So how big is a half scale R2D2? I've got myself a tape measure. and he measures from the top of his head down to his feet round about 46 inches. So how long is that? That's just over the length of my arm. So from fingers, so probably about here, just so you can try and get a scale. So he comes in at around about 46 inches high or tall, which is going to be really cool. This goes on for, there's about 100 pieces, and so you get one box a month. So it's going to be going on for about 2 years. So if you want a time scale on how long it's going to take to build, that's roughly how long it's going to be. When the kit is built, once we've got him, there is a built-in projector, and this allows you to display a holographic message. So we also got that. There is a remote control app enabled ability as well, so you can do various things. There's a pop-up lightsaber, and we get to build the lightsaber as well as the video still camera. So the video still camera in R2-D2's head allows him to take snapshots and short video clips, which can be stored on your mobile device. You can turn his head to focus on any person or object in his field of vision, and has programming includes the ability to detect human faces. Sounds pretty cool. That's just issue 1, and also you get issue 2 at the same time. So they send out, once you get into the actual subscription, they send out about 4 episodes a month, and that's how I know it's going to take roughly about 2 years to build, maybe 18 months. We'll have to see. So episode 2 continues with the designing of R2-D2, and then we get a little bit more history of the people behind it. I mean, that's a pretty cool little behind the scenes picture of an R2 there in prototype form. A little bit about BB-8 under new droids behind the magic. C-3PO series. What would be really cool, Fanhome, if you're watching, is if we could build a half-scale C-3PO to go with a half-scale R2-D2. That would be awesome. So it just carries on a little bit here about the droids and where they fit into this Star Wars universe, and circuitry as well. Got that there. And yeah, a little bit of history here as well, robot technology and the pioneers of the IC. This is what we get to build in part 2, so we're going to be carrying on the building on the right leg, and I'll show you the parts in a minute. So this is all the detailing. What did surprise me is you need a little tub of super glue for some of the episodes, and I've got myself some super glue, and these are the actual parts that they send. And I'll give you a sneak peek into the other box as well. Sorry about that. Got a bit of a dodgy cough. So this is the leg unit, and these are all the bits that we're going to have to assemble for R2-D2's leg, with what looks like we've got the eye, the camera bit, and a few other bits there, and they give us a screwdriver, which is quite generous of them. And then there's the other part, which I'm guessing, okay, sounds really obvious, but I guess it sits on the top like that as we get to build R2-D2. So they are the first 2 episodes. Now, as part of the subscription, we're supposed to be getting a first free gift, which is 3 prints of the Star Wars saga. The second gift is a Darth Vader vinyl sticker, and is it actual size? Let yourself be seduced by the dark side of the Force and decorate your door, walls, or furniture with this spectacular vinyl sticker of Darth Vader. Size 54 by 96 centimeters approx. Again, that would be really cool if it was actually a life-size sticker of Darth Vader. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? You could stick that on your door or something. And then the third gift is an R2-D2 mug. The fourth gift is an R2-D2 notebook, and the fifth gift is a baseball cap keep the tattooing suns off your face with this R2D2 baseball cap. One size fits all. So that's what you get in the first box, and I'm going to start building R2D2 in August, so next month. What is in the second box? I'm going to give you a sneak peek of some of the actual boxes in this episode. This is kind of like what I've got to build later on. So and this is episode 1 of the Build R2D2 series. Part 2 will be going out in August. So again, this size box that they come in, and you can see it's Fanhome. Not very big, really. Not surprised me actually that they're not very big. So in here we have got episodes 3, 4, 5. Work out how the camera works. And 6. Okay. So I won't go into too much detail about the magazines, because as I say, I have done a part 2 where I go a little bit more detail in there. And these are the parts that we get. So we get a few more bits like the lens and some detailing by the looks of it. Then in episode 4, that could be the tester. I think that's the little thing that we have to test the electronics as we go along. That's piece number 4. Piece number 5 is some steel bits, so it's not all plastic. There's going to be some mechanical parts as well, and a whole load of screws, and one of the brackets. Now, I have watched somebody start building R2D2 themselves about a year ago on YouTube, so I know I'm not the first person to do this, but I just thought, as it's me doing it, I'll put it on, we can see how we go. And that's the actual start of the frame for the head, I believe, which looks fantastic. So we cover parts 4, 6, a few more plastic bits, and this, I don't know if you can see it, but that piece there does some of the detailing and the flashy lights, I believe, but we'll find out, as I say, once I start piecing R2 together. I thought I would hold off building R2D2 until I had some boxes. I've actually got 5 of the, so 5 months worth of boxes here, and this is, again, I won't open this. This will come in a future YouTube video. So that's the size. They're not particularly big, so that's another one. And the other one that I got is similar sort of size. So I did kind of think, well, okay, are all the boxes going to be like this? You may be asking. I was at one point, and the answer to that question is quite obvious, really, is no, they're not. Because episodes 5 comes in this bad boy here. So this is episode 5 of the R2D2 build, and it's quite a big box. In fact, I'll measure how long it is, just so we've got a bit of an idea here. And that measures in at 72 centimeters. So not far off actually how big R2D2 is going to be once we've finished building him. So that's that. Obviously, while I'm building R2D2, I'm hoping the episodes will be ready and they'll be going out on a Sunday. And also, the regular videos that I do with movie trivia, I'll get back to doing those from Monday. And there'll be three videos a week of movie trivia, pick a film and whatnot. So that's it. That's where I'm going to wrap up this live. Thank you so much for taking time to watch it. Hope you found it interesting. Hope you want to join me for the build of R2D2. If this goes particularly well, and I'm hoping that it does, I might do some of the other kits from Fanhome, or look into some kits made by other companies. As I say, I'm really gutted that I missed out on the opportunity of building the Xenomorph, because I think that would have just complemented Star Wars. You know, Alien, Star Wars are kind of like the Beatles and Rolling Stones, so people say. Yeah, that's really it for now. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't, or well, hope you have, leave a comment in the box below. I'll be going live a bit more often on YouTube now as well. Don't forget, you can join me on TikTok with daily videos starting up again on Monday, and it's also happening on Monday because the podcast is back. I'm going to be back to the podcast from Monday as well. Fingers crossed. Definitely by the end of next week, I'll have another episode of the podcast up. Thanks for your continued support, and yeah, take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. I just got to switch this off now. Tell me what you think. If you like the live, then I'll go live more often on here. And as I say, just leave your comment in the box below, and thank you for watching.